Good morning. Good morning. Let me know if it's somebody can confirm you can hear me. I'd appreciate it. Yes, perfect. Thank you, good Lord, for a new day to trade, not financial advice, educational purposes only. 1 minute away until the market opens. I haven't been up long, so I haven't taken any trades. So coming into this fresh. Only see a couple PRs. What in the world is CNSP? No. Let me know if y'all see something, but I don't see anything right now. I changed it to the lowest latency, so hopefully there's not as much of a delay today. Pushing back up. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in this one. It's clearly on a trend up here, and I don't really know where it's going. And it's kind of a theme. A little bit of resistance in this area, this 260, but probably not enough for me to confidently take a trade. So practice patience. Perfect. That's not bad. Good morning. Good morning. First time here. Oh, thanks for joining. Wish we could start it off with a bang for a 7 o'clock play, but oh, CGEN. Oh my gosh, did I miss this one? Or is there no volume? Yeah, no volume. The float is massive. CGN. Yeah, it's a pretty big company. 153 market cap. I mean, if this one was extended enough, I would probably play it. But since it's kind of here in no man's land, I'll just keep an eye on it. But yeah, it's about the only thing moving. It's just not very liquid right now. All right, well, might not get the 7 a.m. play I love, but we'll get something. It's not a bad. Maybe try this retest. how much is it up? AKAN. It shows on mine it's up 23% now, but I don't know which one's right. But I don't really want this one unless it gets back to like 94, 95. What's going on with this one? $4 million market cap, 5 million float, overall offering risk spread. Yeah, I mean, it's a good, I'm gonna grab some locates. What are the locates looking like? What's the daily looking like? I like this little congested area though. Might take a starter at 94 if it gets there. Big if, but let's see. ADTX is moving this morning, but it's a nano float. Looks like I'm not probably gonna get a fill on this one. Probably will flush here. Wow, that is expensive. Yeah, I really don't like any of these plays so far, so I'll be patient. We'll find something. But I do like, so see, I was trying to push to 94, and there's a little bit of congestion here at 94. So I would have liked to get that entry, but I didn't want to force an entry, but it's probably going to flush here. Yesterday won 6.8K in 3 stocks. Let's go, bro. Small caps, options, what? Yeah, I not seeing much on the top gainers list. So I actually forgot something downstairs. I'll be back in like 15 seconds. All right, I'm back. So let's see what AKAN does here. I don't love this one, but If it pushes to 94, I'll see if it fails. Bro, look at my camera. Jesus Christ. I was trying to add my camera. Then I got like a massive picture of me. There we go. All good. There we go. ChatGPT said I look more legit if I show my face. Look more trustworthy. So, yeah, I haven't gotten my live streaming little setup fixed since I've gotten my new laptop, but I kind of like it better like this without all the BS I had, so I'm probably not going to add it back, just so you can just focus on the screen or on the plays. Dang, nothing is really moving. What kind of laptop did you get? This Alienware laptop. I'm not really good with computers, so speaking of ChatGPT, once again, ChatGPT gets 2 references by 12 minutes into this live stream. But yes, Alienware. Oh, here it is, 16X Aura. So it's basically got a little gaming laptop. So this pushed up, got my 94 fill. Was trying to add a 95 fill, but I didn't get it. So I'm in 1,000 shares here. If it breaks a new high, I'm just going to get out. Meaning if it breaks over 96 and holds. Because I don't want to, or 97, I mean. 97's a high. Well, I might play it up to 1. I'll play it up to $1. Cause I'm only in 1,000 shares, so I'm down $30 right now. Nothing crazy. So I got me my next order at, I'm actually going to add right here. Because I don't know if this new high is going to hold. It's not really pushing strong. There we go. Now I'm in the money. So trim back down to the size I wanted. And I think, was it just trading? You said the news was actually pretty good. Let me pull it up. See what the news is. I should have probably already looked at that. You can tell it's not a hot market. AKAN. Oh, I don't see any news. Maybe you were talking about another one. Yeah, I don't see any news. And I hate how slow it's moving too, but so my average is 95.6, so basically almost 96. So we'll see if it fails here, but I'm not expecting fireworks. Just want to be clear. course not. I woke up on time today, T-Mac. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, going back to the laptop, it's so funny. I was trading with a iPhone 12 and a corporate computer was what I was using like my live streaming for. It was like a ThinkPad. The thing was not built for this. So maybe this will help. But the visuals are so clear now. I love it. So my next entry is at 99 if it wants to push there. I'll probably play it up to the $1 level, but again, low expectations for this one. I like the quick, intense moves. AZI. Ooh. I'm too late, but okay, now it's getting a little interesting though, above 2. I'm gonna take a stab. Okay, I got my first entry, 223, and then my next entry is at 229. Let's see if it gets filled. And then if it breaks over that, oh, that was only up to 227, but if it breaks above that, I'll probably stop and just play high day retest. Was there any new news on this one? Money rotation for AKN. Yeah, I don't think AKN is going to flush like that though, because it's not getting. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of volume, but it's pushing up here a little bit. So my 99 cents probably got filled. So let me see where I'm at. I kind of want to just get out of AKN. Yeah, I'm down 13 bucks on it. I might just get out. Well, I'll keep an eye. I'm only in 1,000 shares. I'm fine. I'll just pull them both up right here. So funny. I used to be in a bunch of tickers at once. Now I'm in 2, and I'm just like, this might be too much. So anyways, let's keep an eye on AZI. AZI. Receives investment letter, CDIB, capital intent to invest $300 million at a comprehensive price of $5 per share. Dang, that's way above the current price it's at. So yeah, if it breaks a new high, I'll probably just stop out since it's $5. Is when since they got the, what's that? Is that the evaluation? And the transaction's non-binding too. All right, well, I'm at 1,000 shares. I'll see what happens here. I got a decent average, so. It says transaction completion, but oh, AKAN fell a little bit. But I already trimmed out a half mine of AKA in. I don't like it. I don't like these slow pushes up like this. So I'm just going to focus on AZI for now. So we broke a new high. See if it closes above it. And then, so I've already trimmed out a half my position. I'm not loving it. Yes, a proposal to invest a total. It's not a, and it says if successfully completed. So yeah, I'll play this up to 250 for sure. So I'm adding shares now. Added those 500 back at 239, and then I'll be waiting at 248 for 1,000 more shares. So I trimmed out of 500 when it got over 230, and then I added half of it back at, what was it, 237. So then I have 1,000 shares waiting at 248. Nice little pump though. Back in the money, but I did have to stop out already on half my shares, so let's see if it keeps pushing. I'm only in 1,000 shares. Wait, it pushed up to 250? I had an order waiting at 248 that didn't get filled. Huh. Weird. But that would have been a nice fill, but it doesn't look, maybe it pushed before I got there. I don't know. But yeah, not super confident in this one since this one was moving yesterday some, but you can clearly see what it did in pre-market. Pump, die. So I destroyed this one in pre-market yesterday. So I'm going to try to get a position on it. If it pushes back to 250, I'm got a 248 entry. But yeah, I had fun with this one yesterday. This was a decent play for me. But yeah, maybe we can maybe we'll get another play that'll push here in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. Inside there's just 97%. It could be true, but I wonder if that's a typo. I sure hope it's not. Does anywhere else say 97%? Because Trade Ideas doesn't say 97%. So who knows? Yeah, I saw that on FinViz too. But yeah, I'm gonna let the move play out. And 7:30 is 6 minutes away, so maybe we'll get some rotation away from this play. And tens is hilarious. Oh, you're talking about how they like worded the PR? But yeah, and I don't love this play. I'm just hoping we get money rotation because it's not really even a fresh pop. Like this is continuation of yesterday, but we see how it played out yesterday. So Yeah, so these letter of intents are, they need to be dialed in. They'll just say some outrageous things sometimes. Like it's a, this is like a 5 million market cap company, isn't it? 7 million. And they're getting a 300 million investment at a $5 valuation. Like, don't believe you for a second. Yeah, I saw Trade Ideas had 21% too. Let's see. I think this is a great candidate for when for money rotation. AKAN ended up falling. I jumped out a little too early, but for some reason I just didn't feel like dealing with that play. I'd rather be in the red on AZI. There we go. I'm only in the money about 80 bucks, so I'm gonna see if it flushes a little more. See if we can pull a couple hundred from this one. Thought we might have to wait for money rotation first, but let's see. Hope Ross doesn't jump in. I don't. Would Ross jump in this one? I just don't want it to get volume because it's a 2 million float. Colon, is Ross in this one? Oh, it's too cheap. Good. Because he just brings volume. Chinese, yeah. Oh, he doesn't do Chinese? I've seen him trade some Chinese, I think. Good. Ross is sitting. Then I'm comfortable. We'll get some money rotation here at 7:30. He just blows up some of my plays sometimes. There we go. I'd really like to see this 5-minute candle close under VWAP, and it looks like it's going to, but then maybe it'll make its next leg down. Keep us updated on Ross activity, I know. Yeah, I just don't like to be in the same ones he's in because he can move tickers. Not even just him and his sizing. I'm not necessarily talking about that, but the volume he brings. If he's interested in a ticker, a bunch of other people, it's on their radar. And they'll probably jump, and there's a good chance they jump in at some point. Looks like we might close above VWAP, but that's all right. It is 1 minute till 7:30. Nice flush on AKAN. Yeah, a little bit of a flush on it. Little bit of a flush. I think I lost interest in this one because it just wasn't exciting enough for pre-market. Like intraday, I don't mind moves like this, but I want to get me like a 30-40 cent flush in pre-market. I like these pre-market pops. Well, it looks like we closed under VWAP barely. So any other PRs come out? Let's see. Ooh, SNGX will probably pop. SNGX. How's this not popping? Top line results of phase 2 study. Well, there's a bunch of PRs right now. So let me know if y'all see anything moving. Kind of want to add to AZI. I think it's going to flush here. I might add to AZI's bet on money rotation. Might be ill-advised, but let's see. Yeah, there's quite a bit of PRs that came out, but nothing's really moving. Oh, XAIR a little bit, but there's not very much volume. Well, dang. Well, AZI might push now. Oh, it is pushing up a little bit. Okay, I had a fill waiting at 235 and it just hit it. So let's see what it does. Does it fail here? Dang, there's nothing to steal attention away. And there's a phase 3 news too, ACRV. Is it moving? ACRV. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alrighty then. Let me know if y'all see something moving, but it looks like there's some decent PRs that came out. And I'm just quickly looking at headlines. Like I might be missing something. Maybe it's not that great, but I'm seeing AI drugs. I'm seeing phase 2. I'm seeing phase 3. ELAB is moving now. Yeah, it's moving a little bit. Maybe it'll steal some attention. Well, that's exactly where it went. That level I just drew. Dang it. I mean, I still feel relatively confident in this position. Oh, there we go. Relatively confident in this position, but I wanted some money rotation. Damn, man, can you do a full video on your levels? You nail it a lot. Yeah, no, I want next time pull up ELAB. It's pretty simple what I look for, but appreciate it. I get that comment a lot, but it's just watching, where they usually push to. But I'm trying to keep an eye on AZI because I'm in a couple thousand shares now. I thought there might be some money rotation, so I added another 1,000 shares. So I want to see if it breaks down here a little bit. And then I'll show you what I saw over there. It was pretty. I look for basically 3 things: gap fills, previous support, turn resistance, or the 200 moving averages. So I'm a little bit in the money. Let me just cover so I'm in a more comfortable. Yeah, okay. Let me pull up, see if yeah, there we go. Keep flushing while I'm doing something else. Yeah, so I just quickly look at, I pull it up, and all this is just previous area that it spiked. So a lot of times with these small caps, they'll push to these areas like this that are like previous support where it kind of decided to change direction. So that's all it really was. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy for this one. AZI is pushing back up. Glad I trimmed some, so I'm gonna add those 500 back there at 35. And then if we start breaking a new high, and I have 1,000 shares waiting at 248. So I'm not loving this play as much as I did because there's nothing to steal attention now, but I still have an order waiting at 248. Because the reason why I don't love this one, because I'm not playing any levels. I'm just playing, I think it's going to go down, like where ELAB, it clearly went to a level that I would have felt comfortable adding a little size. Ooh. Okay, I'm up now. 120 bucks on it, so I'm gonna trim, which isn't that much, but I wanted to get my size down, so. Cool. So I added back here at like 235. Now I'm back to only 1,500 shares. I just don't want to be too heavy in this one because, again, I'm fairly confident it's going to fade. But, again, I'm not playing like a level that I am super confident it's going to fail. So I'm back to only 1,500 shares now on a... I might actually trim a little bit more. Just get back to 1,000 shares. Because, again, low confidence for this one, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm back only in 1,000 shares. So and it's starting to lower high, or I mean higher low on these 5-minute candles. I don't love that either. But so I'm just gonna write out these 1,000. I've made, you know, a little bit on these flushes, but nothing to write home about. So I'm just gonna hang out with these 1,000 shares. I'm up 90 bucks on them, but I was thinking we could get another flush because this news is weak. Because if y'all saw my YouTube Shorts recap I did last night, you need to cover your short position. Okay. There's another one. What was it? Some sketchy ticker where it was like a $6 million company, but there was like a $980,000 non-binding agreement or something. It's just like, bro, and it was a Chinese ticker. Like, you know, it's BS. This feels like one of those too. ELAB is coming back to life. Yeah, Alex, that's why I don't pay too much attention to my average wins and my average losses, and because I'm like in and out, adjusting my position constantly. And that's the part, unfortunately, though, that's the part that's hard to teach, though. Trimmed a little at 221 is like I can show you what I trade. I can show you my levels. I can show you what I look for. I can show you my criteria. But the hardest part, and then, you know, I'll talk about how I'll jump in some of the plays early because I'm confident managing the position. Because, again, not like bragging, because I still don't think I'm that great of a trader. But if I get I'm decent at like managing a position once I'm in it, though, and I'm constantly doing that with these, especially if they're levels I'm not confident in. There we go. Here's the flush. And we're breaking new lows. Good deal. I'm gonna just try to hold on to these last ones. So I'm gonna do the split screen with ELAB. Let me do some research on it. T-Mac just said nano float, so let me pull it up. 744K float. A little on the lower side. Let me see what the locates look like. I probably waited too long. They're probably pricey now. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, that's just the hardest part to teach, is the discretionary part and the when to trim, when to add, when to trim, when to add. because you're kind of making split-second decisions on it. I'm not gonna grab the low case. They're $15. That's not that crazy for 1,000 shares, but I don't want to grab them and not use them. So I'm gonna wait to see if it gets a little closer to that level, and if it does, I'll play it. See if it holds up, because now it's a previous support turn resistance, and now it's like a high a day retest. I know it was only a couple candles ago, but it makes a difference. So it's pushed there and failed. So let's see if it's going to do it this time. What's the 1 minute looking like? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on the 1 minute for a little bit. And I'm just gonna keep these dying in the background. I'm just not even gonna pay attention to AZI too much right now. So we're getting a little closer, but again, I don't want to jump in this one too early with the low float and it just push against me. Yeah, this is the one I was surprised that it didn't push initially. I should have jumped in along. Just kidding. I don't really, that's not how I trade, like pre-pump, expecting it to pump, but it was weird that it took a little bit to pump with the float size and the news. I mean, the news isn't that great, but it has, like, you look for keywords, AI driven drug discovery and phase 3 and things like that. When it flushes, do you look at how much time is left on the candle? I do not. I'm just waiting for it to hit a level that I think I should take profit in on. So I'm more focused on, I know they like to pop at whole numbers. So might have an order at 203 or something, or 202, 201, because I don't want to wait for the candle to close, because it could go down to 2 and decide it wants to close over like this 9 and then close at 210 and then it reverses. So I'm just looking at, again, it goes back to levels, psychological levels, or if that was the 200 that they typically like to bounce at. So yeah, I'm not usually waiting for the candle to close. And I get that's, a lot of people do that, but that's not really my style. To each their own. Because sometimes it does drop more and it would benefit me, but most of the time it'll reverse and go a different direction, you know. So if it hits a level I feel good about taking profit, I'm just going to take profit. Hope it doesn't bounce here on the 1 minute 9 and keeps falling. I'm only in 500 shares, but up 100, and because I already trimmed out of the other 1,500, but up 120 on these, so not bad for 500 shares. So debating if I should just close here. You know what? I'm going to. I'm out. Just in case it bounces here at the 9, and then if it comes back to VWAP or 235-ish level, I might add, but I'll get this one pulled up with ELAB. Is it still pushing? No, it's failed attempt of a push. Dang, we might have a weak pre-market, guys, if PRs aren't holding up. And AZI is bouncing off of it a little. That's why I closed at 210, just in case it pulled this move. So I can add, and it's probably gonna keep going down, but they like to bounce on the 9. If it makes it back to VWAP, I'll add. I could potentially add right here, because it might not push much higher than this, but I don't want to get in too early. So if it gets back to 225, I'll add a short, and then I'll add more size at 235. And I have an order waiting at 248. I'll be highly surprised if it gets back up there, though. UGRO. Yeah, it's not liquid enough. Yeah, once it gets to 50 cents maybe. Do you enter limit orders at the level or wait till it gets to the level then enter? Matters how much I want to get in. So my initial entry, I just slap the bid if I really want to get in. But then, like I was saying, I have orders waiting up here, not at VWAP. I might set one here at 225 actually, now that we're talking about it. It's getting closer. So I have one set at 225 now. Then the next one will be set at 235. And there's risk doing that, especially with 2 million. Again, I'm just telling you how I trade. I'm not saying you should follow, because there is risk doing it this way. Because what if a Ross Cameron comes, a Moon Market comes, and they tweet or enter this trade and whatever, and then it just immediately pushes to 250 again. I got in way too early now. So, but I do catch a lot of these wicks because of it. So for example, you know, if I have an order at 248 and it like wicks up there and hits it and comes back down, like I just made 30 cents a share in a second, you know what I mean? Just by having that order there. I'll do that with key levels often, but so that's and y'all have seen it a lot. Like I share it in the Discord sometimes. Well, I'll catch these, like I'll forget about it. I have a position open and then it'll wick up and hit it and come down. And now I'm like $200 in the money or whatever. But it's a double-edged sword though, because if for whatever reason it pumps and, you know, pushes past that level fast, now I'm in a position that I don't have a good average. So just like with most things in stocks, there's pros and cons to different ways you look at it, or how you trade, you know. Because some people would say that's ill-advised to just leave like one here just in case it pushes, but I catch a lot of like entries because of it. So $950 in EELAB. Nice job, bro. And by the way, if you want to, and maybe you've already downloaded it, but I cover some of this in my free PDF. Let me pin it in the comments. It's funny because when I was making this, I thought my goal was to make it 2 pages, and it's actually 12 pages with a directory. So, or with like a content directory at the beginning. It's really not that big, but it turned out bigger than I wanted it to be. But there's so much to add. I mean, and I've left things out too. Like there's probably more I could. Well, there's definitely more I could have put, but this will answer a lot of your questions. Let's see. Alex, over 100 people watching the live, but only 15 likes. Come on, people. Yeah, appreciate the likes, guys. And thank y'all for hopping on, period. Yeah. It means a lot. Started this channel not too long ago. Struggling to get, maybe I shouldn't say struggling. Since I had the Kimfo interview, I had a little bit of a following ever since then, but like very small, of course. But the channel has grown, so I appreciate the support, guys. The likes, the subs, the tuning in. So I didn't get that 225 fill, but we're getting close to it. And this is where I have to sit on my hands, because y'all know I like to jump in, going back to jumping in early sometimes, because I'm fairly confident I can manage these positions to get them back green, but I'm gonna wait to see if it gets to 225. We probably will. It's kind of riding up the 5-minute 9 right now. But yeah, glad I got out at 210. And just to explain why I did that is because they just it's common for them to bounce on the 9, especially on the 5-minute, to do like a little retest like this. And I'm in my 225. Yeah, I got filled. So I'm in it now. Let's see if we get the flush continues. And we have yesterday for reference. Like, I love when, you know, I'm not the only one that's looking at this and saying, oh, yesterday it tried to do this and it died. There's a good chance, like every day's different, but a lot of these stocks will repeat the same pattern. So let's see if we, or a similar pattern. So let's see if it fails here or not. I'm not claiming victory on it yet. I mean, I did decent on it a little earlier, but it could push again because nothing's really moving. Give this man a like, you get a free PDF also of exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, the PDF is mostly about the initial pops and less about like these plays, about, you know, trimming at the 9, adding back at the VWAP, catching the flush, but it's a teaser. It includes everything though about the initial pop, but it's kind of a teaser as in it's only like one of the playbooks that we use, but I don't have the other ones built out like that. So just keeping an eye on AZI. Alexandru said, for the rest of the secrets, join the Discord community. Man, I gotta put you on salary, Alexandru. Killing it, bro. Thank you. Swear Alexandru's not my burner account. He's a good guy from Romania. ELAB is reversing a little bit. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on this one at AZI. I don't love that it has a nano float, but I do like this level. It's already respected once. So if it gets over $4 and holds, maybe over this candle, maybe like 410, I'll start grabbing my locates. I just don't want to pay 15 bucks for 1,000 locates if I'm not going to enter it. Man, it's tempted to even get here at 405 because this is where these candles failed previously. But again, since it's low float, I'm going to be a little patient on it. If you look at the 1 minute, yeah, it's kind of in this little, I don't know if I would say downtrend. It's just kind of going sideways. Yeah, it's a slow morning. Honestly, we've had some days where there were a decent amount of plays, but the last few months in general have been slow. And winter typically is, but it's a little slower than normal. And it makes my strategy a little bit harder because, again, I lean on money rotation a lot. Like when other things get attention, the money will rotate over there. It creates selling pressure on the ticker we're in, but so it makes this strategy even more difficult, but it still works. It's just you got one less thing to bail you out. So now it looks like this candle opened under the 9, so I'd like to see it continue flushing here. I think it will, but let's see. What's ELAB doing? I keep forgetting to check it. Yeah, it's still kind of doing the same thing. I think it's getting ready for a downtrend personally. Like, it didn't pop as high as this level, so it might be on its way down. This could potentially be a money rotation play at 8 though, but I'm probably just going to pass. Volume has just dried up on AZI though. Look at it. This candle's not even moving. Do you think Steven Dux is a scammer? I haven't seen anything to think that, but I don't know. I don't think so. But again, I don't follow a lot of people, so I don't know. But he seems like a decent dude. But why do you say that? I'm not gonna put my name on it, but I personally don't think so. And I try not to throw judgment too much in any direction. Like, I'll joke around about Ross and stuff because it's fun to do. But and the reason that is, even if people's trading styles don't align with mine, like, I wouldn't be here if I listened to people. So early in my trading career, everybody said short selling is very dangerous. Don't do it. And I would have never discovered this. I would have heard that. People say don't trade on the front side. You know, people say you're supposed to sit on your hands some days if you don't see the play that you want. Every day I show up to the market, I find a trade. It is what it is. And there are some people that, you know, say if it's not the perfect setup, don't enter and this and that. And that's probably good advice. But again, you know, and don't trade this and don't do that. And I have made, I mean, really good money the last couple of years. But most of y'all know by February, I was already up 6 figures, you know, doing this exact thing with a 25K account. Already had 400% returns on the year. So I know that's not really what you were asking. You're asking more for scammer, but I try not to just judge people's strategy at all. Because if I would have listened to people and actually gave a you-know-what about what they said and my trading style, I wouldn't be here. So I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to advice or people that have wisdom or things like that, but it's more about finding a strategy that works for you. Because if I told people what I've done, here we go, getting a little flush here, you know, and how I do it on my phone and, you know, whatever, just a lot of people would probably throw shade, and there has been some shade thrown. So the point is, I don't know if Steven Dux is a scammer. I might not align with some of his trading style, but I don't know if he's a scammer. Yeah, because it's Ross. He's trading at the same side as me on the same time as me on the other side, so that's why he's got to be the ops. But actually, I don't have any dislike for the dude. I just like joking because he can bring volume, regardless if y'all want to admit that or not. Him moving a ticker, if he jumps in a less than $1 million float ticker, he can move that thing with his size, and then his followers jump in too. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy or doesn't know what he's doing. He's a really good trader. It just helps his edge a little bit, I think. And the same thing could happen to me. You know, if I get 1,000 people following, I enter a short, and then they enter a short, it could drive the price down. So, not trying to be a hypocrite. 8 o'clock. Let's see if we get some news. Oh, I like the way he trades personally, but I saw this video and it seems to be sus. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Oh, he's verified on. Yeah, that's right. He's verified on Kimfo. So whatever he's doing is working. All right, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm seeing if there's any news coming out. And that's when I first went public, when Kimfo reached out and was like, bro, you're killing it. So you can't hate that. DBVT, no, never mind. VCIG's pumping a little. No, it's not. Dang, what is this one? I hate whenever like it glitches out at 8 o'clock and it makes me think things are pumping and it's not. I don't know if that happens to y'all, where it'll show a ticker's up like way more than it really is. This is the double-edged sword of the low float. You don't want to be in it on the way up, but they flush just as hard as they rip. So wow, I hope some of y'all made some money on that. I was trying to wait for it to get back to 420, but what a beautiful flush. Wow. So keep an eye on AZI. Let me know if y'all see anything moving. Let's go, Jelani. It's not according to time of sale. Oh, yeah. The clearing orders at 8 a.m. Yeah, it even throws off trade ideas. Dang, we just got an alert. ADTX. Is it moving now? Why can't I hear my trade ideas? Well, that was a fake out anyway, so I got to fix this real quick. Why am I not hearing that? Dang, we're not gonna get any 8 o'clock pops either. This is wild. Yeah, it's a slow day. Very slow day. This is abnormally slow. Hope we're not going back to this. Oh, but I can't trade anything under 50 cents. Nor do I want to trade this one, but it got a little pop, you're right. Okay, we should be able to hear the alerts now. Well, dang. I mean, I'm surprised I'm even making money on AZI, to be honest. There's literally nothing to steal attention away from it. This one's like a prime candidate for money rotation, to be honest. Like, we already saw what it did yesterday when other things started getting attention. It's hanging out. It can't break new highs. It might eventually, though, if nothing else comes around. I think if there was like a legit mover right now, this one would just flush to the 205 minute. But there's nothing really to steal attention away from it. My wife, y'all know I trade mobile, And my wife is just like blowing me up with Instagram like messages, or she's sharing memes and stuff. I have to. I'm like, you're distracting me, man. Because it like pops up on my screen. I'm like, you gotta chill out with that. I need to turn these notifications off. That's what I'm gonna do. Problem is when I turn those off, if I get messages on the Bear of Wall Street, I don't see them though, but whatever. And bro, and y'all, a lot of y'all follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram if y'all have one. The link's in the description. I'm giving you all these plays today. I'm giving you one. AZI, and it hasn't even completely flushed yet. 80TX at VWAP. Yeah, it might not be a bad play. I just don't feel like getting into a VWAP play right now. Good call though, it's flushing. Just not much on it. Yeah, that's why I'm not getting in it. Super tiny float, and there's not much on this move. It could rip up pretty quick, so I'm gonna just sit this one out. Dang, this is unfortunate. The no love today on these PR pops. I haven't made hardly anything today. And I like how it's been lately. I haven't been trading intraday hardly, maybe like one play. And that's what I prefer. Just the after hours sessions we've been doing in the Discord. I like playing those, and then I like playing pre-market. And I can trade intraday, but you know, I just have other things going on. Especially today. I touch base with all my general managers today. This is my touch base day, so I don't do much trading intraday on Wednesdays. KULR. KULR. Dang, I missed this one. Yeah, this one is such a trash ticker. I traded this ticker probably 20 times in my life in the last like 2 or 3 years. It's a disaster of a company though. If you pull up the daily, it just goes down. Well, I guess it had a little bit of pop at one point, but it's been going down ever since, or this year. PG, the gram is for those. It's for the real ones. UDMY large cap. Is that Udemy? Or however you pronounce that? UDMY. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, the market cap's a little too high. Maybe if it gets to the 200s, I'd play it, but especially since they're lined up like this. Let's see. I might play this one. What's the market cap? Like, how big is it? Oh yeah, no, it's way bigger than I play. It's 800 million. If it's like 200, 300 on a slow day like this, I might try it, but yeah, I don't like trading market cap this big. Man, my AZI play could be so good if something else would just steal attention, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. At least not till like 8:39, and that's when I like to stop trading. That's when I got myself in a little bit of trouble yesterday with SRXH at that 8:30 pop. And did y'all see what happened to that? And again, I said it on live that this would happen. I was like, super strong initial move is what these cryptos plays, and they just die so hard. And look at this. Super strong initial move. And then I got in right here blindly because I was thinking it was going to just fall from there. But it did that one push, and I got in just one candle early, and then it died. So I stopped out, then I got back in and caught a little bit of it, but I mean, it's at 30 cents now. It went all the way up to $1.80, $1.75. So just remember that with these crypto treasury plays, like, don't get in too early, but crypto is not really hot right now, the news. It probably will be again at some point, but it's weird because you get these super strong pushes, but then it just dies very quick. It's kind of been the theme. It goes right back to where it started. So the next one, I'm going to try to maybe hold some runners. And guys, I know y'all not holding me accountable to it, but apologies on the slow market. I hate when it's like this. It makes the live streams a little more difficult, less appealing. But it's winter. We go through these phases sometimes in the winter, and there's a lot going on in the macro world. And this week, with different reports coming out, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. But yeah, AZI, still fairly confident in this position, fading off VWAP, but less confident if nothing else is moving. So, have you ever used VWAP Boulevard indicators, JFBR's grinding? I'll answer your question in just a second. Let me pull up JFBR. Oh, it is pushing up a little bit. And it has pushed up to whatever this was here recently. Let me grab some locates on this. Oh, it's probably not up very much, is it? Well, it's up 21%. I'm kind of forcing this one. I'm not interested in this one. Let's see if it pushes to 160, maybe. But I'm not getting in before then. Did it have some news? JFBR. Yeah, you're right. A history of pop and drop. Yeah, this one, it's kind of its go-to move. Keep Zone AI successfully completes live pilot. I thought it said pivot. Pilot demonstrating checkpoint-free weapon screening at high-profile event. Okay, that isn't really. So they completed a live pilot demonstration. Okay. Seems pretty weak to me. But anyways, have you ever used VWAP Boulevard indicator before? No, I have not. What does it do? I don't use a lot of indicators besides moving averages, but I'll check it out if you give me a reason to. No, what does it do? Or what is it? How is it different than the regular VWAP? Enter JFBR at 138, sold at 154. Nice trade, 140. Let's go. Let's go. What do you use for news? Stock Titans. I'm kind of slow, to be honest. Pulling up the news. But yeah, I use Stock Titans. It's super quick, but I'm not super quick with checking news. That's why I got it. ATOS just released some news. Let's see if it pushes it at all. Uh-oh, AZI is pushing up a little bit. But let's see, ATOS. Nope. None of these PRs are doing much. I might add some more AZI here. I still think it's going to fail VWAP. So I added a little more here. So I'm in 1,500 shares now. I mean, I got to enter a little size because I haven't, what am I, yeah, I'm only $252 on the morning. So would like to do a little better than that. So I added a little more size to this one just to see if it flushes. Again, I still firmly believe if we get just some distraction, AZI dies. People forget about it. But we need something to steal attention. I mean, it could flush without it, and it probably will, but if we get like a SRXH type of move yesterday, the one I was showing earlier, this crypto one, AZI is cooked. Do you use smaller time frames than 5 minutes? Is there any particular reason you like 5 minutes? Yeah. So now I'm up about $100 on this one. So I'm going to see if it keeps flushing. These little wins, these 5-10 cent moves. This is brutal. Yeah, so 5 minutes, I just use it so I don't get faked out. I've been using 1 minute a little bit more lately, more just to notice, more just to look at the trend and see if it's coming close to a moving average. NYSE, just, that's a weak PR though. But anyways, just to see where it's at, because I know a lot of people trade off the 1 minute, but I like the 5 minute because it like fakes me out less. Because when I go to stop out, I usually wait for the candle to close above a level to confirm. Like I want to stop out, unless it's obviously running hard against me, then I got to get out. But I kind of use it to, it just kind of tells a little bit bigger picture, not so short term. Where 1 minute, like I just get faked out a lot. So I prefer to look at the 5, but to each their own. Oh, cool. Thanks, Nitro Trader. Interesting. Now I'll look into it. I appreciate y'all letting me know about it. I'm making a note. I'll look at it. Yeah, I'm not big into indicators. Too many indicators. I try to keep it simple. I don't even have volume on my chart. It's probably too simple. But I'll look into it. Probably should add it back though, volume. But I'll do it another day. Because the reason I say that is because I upgraded my TradingView, so I have a I can add more indicators now. It's not that I don't believe in volume, it just doesn't really benefit me. I don't use it effectively. How about that? Let's see, UDMY. Oh, okay, let's go. I might get a, oh, this is the 800 though. These just tend to, but now we're seeing a red candle. Yeah, it's about to flush probably. I wonder if I take a stab at it and just stop out if it gets over 7. Low confidence on this one just because of the market cap, but I might try a little stab on it. So I'm in at 682, probably forced it, but small size, and then I'll add some more at 695, and then if it breaks over 7, I'm gonna get out. Low confidence just due to the market cap. These tend to grind, and I don't even know why it's pumping. So HUT, H-U-T. No, this one's 46 bucks. Why do you want it to flush? Are you shorting? Yeah, I'm definitely shorting. I'm a short seller. Bear Wall Street. Should have gave it away. But now I don't trade much long. It makes more sense now, right? I bet. But you probably think I was saying some wild things. Username checks out. No, I'm just trolling, bro. Yeah, no, I short sell mostly. When I say mostly, like 98% probably. I'm not good enough of a trader to be long. Bro, AZI will not die. What is it? 7 minutes, 8 minutes till 8:30. Probably won't get bailed out till then. Isn't it less risky, but the exact same mechanisms to go long? Completely different, my friend. Like, look at SRX. Like, I get bailed out almost every day. If I take a bad entry, this is where the stocks end up. So, like with longs, if you got a long up here at 120 or 130 or 105 or whatever, you might not ever see it get back to this level, ever. Where I get bailed out a lot of times, even if I get a bad entry, like if I wait long enough, it's gonna come back down. I don't trade like that much anymore, where I'm just like waiting to get bailed out. But it is a little different. I think you got to be a more skilled trader to go long. Like I said, I get bailed out. I'm not trying to be the best trader. I'm just trying to find where the edge is, make consistent money. So to your point, like it is similar in some ways, but I just think there's a bigger edge in short selling. I think you gotta, that's the best way to put it. But obviously I'm biased. Because I wasn't a successful small cap long trader. Like I would have good weeks and things like that, but not consistent. It's December and I've had one red month this year. You know what I mean? So when I was longing small caps, red months were the norm. So I added a little bit on AZI. Oh no, it didn't get filled. Never mind. So I'm still in 1,500 shares. I had one at 235, but it didn't get filled. So still in 1,500 shares. Do you ever short? Yeah, you just gotta you gotta have good risk management for sure. That's the key. Because you'll see in the Discord, me and a bunch of others, we make thousands every day. You know what I mean? Like I'm not promising you will, but and I trade small size. I'm on a 25K account. As soon as it gets up to 40K, 50K, I take my money out and just repeat and rinse. Started with a 25K. Over 250 on the year, and I haven't had a good year. Last year I did better, so I've already 1,000% increased my account, and I've been verified on Kimfo and things like that before. So I'm not on Kimfo right now, but the Discord knows why that is. But yeah, I just think there's a better edge in short selling, but the key is what Victor said, risk management. Because there's going to be moments that you have to cut and you don't want to, and you decide not to, and it can rip your face off. You know what I mean? So most of these small caps go back to where they started. You just, don't get ripped apart on the move up. What caused that red month? Crypto treasury plays. I wasn't adjusting. I might close out of 500 shares here. I'm just losing. Well, it's 8:30 though. I might get bailed out. What's the 1 minute look like? It's kind of an uptrend, so I'm gonna just trim 500 here. Just hold on to these. Well, I just added, not the move I wanted, but let's. Okay, so I'm just gonna ride out these 1,000, but no, I just had a brutal March. It was a bunch of losses. It was when those crypto treasury plays started getting hot and the market started getting hot, and I didn't adjust my strategy. Because in slow markets, I can blindly enter. They all fade, whatever. But in hot markets, especially when there's a strong theme like crypto treasury news was, my blind entries came back to haunt me a little bit. But it made me adjust as a trader, so all good. Because I do take risks. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't take risks. I'm a front side pre-market, no stop loss trader. You know what I mean? So, but again, I got 1,000% return this year, so you don't get that without some risk. You know what I mean? You don't get best of both worlds. If you want to be conservative, then throw it in the S&P or the SPY and get a 10% return a year. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get one without the other. Because even Ross takes risks, you know what I mean? Like he's taking big losses and stuff. So, but he's a beast and gets it back. But the point is, like, anything you're gonna get, substantial returns, there's gonna be a little more risk involved. But yeah, Jelani, yeah, it was me not adjusting to the market when things got hot. And y'all know I like to I used to do it way more, but just blindly enter on these pops, because if 90% of them, 95% of them fade, if I get one wrong, occasionally it's not a big deal, but I would get those wrong, and then they would push 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700% in like a 5-minute candle and just get rocked. So I had to adjust. So 8:30, literally not one PR I can see. Oh, it's 1 minute away. That's why. Dang, my clock on my computer is still wrong. I got to fix that. So yeah, 1 minute till 8:30. So still in these 1,000 shares. This has probably been one of the most boring pre-markets I've had in a very long time. But thanks for hanging out. Here they come. Let's see. Oh, there's a Pat News. I love Pat News. That always fades. Hope FEAM pops. Nope, of course not. FDA clearance ICCM. That's pretty strong news though. And it's not moving either. Where's everybody at? Where's the people that pump these? Or not like, or that get in these plays? This is pretty good. Not like the best news, but some of them are decent. Oh well. YNE. YNE. Definitely clicked the wrong one. YVNE. Y'all sent two different things. Well, it's already tanked now at this point by the time I get to it. Oh no, it's still pumping. Okay, let's pull up some levels on this one. This one doesn't look too bad. Oh, it's gonna be a gap fill. I'll tell you where it's going. Where I think it's going. I'm about to slam it if it gets to 85 because it's close to the 200 as well. So let me grab my locates. Try to practice patience. I want to get in right now, but I'm gonna see if it gets up here, and I'm gonna add some size to it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed where I'm at on the morning. There haven't been enough plays. Oh, I was tempted to add here just in case it fails, but before it gets there, but I'm gonna try to be patient, see if it gets up there for the gap fill. It's already up 70%. Oh, I don't want to miss this flush. I added some right here, just in case it flushes without me. If it breaks a new high, we'll stop out real quick and then just wait for it to get to 85. I just have a feeling it's not going to make it and flush before then. And I want to catch this move. So I'm in 3,000 shares. Not that much size. I wanted to add the size up here, but it's hesitating a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to get there. And y'all know I'd be jumping in these things too early sometimes anyways. 32 million float. There we go. Up a couple hundred on it now. Dang, I probably should have trimmed some there. It might keep pushing towards that level because it recovered that pretty quick. Let's see. So I was just managing my position a little bit. So 13 million market cap, 32K float. Oh, it's a merger agreement. MBRX just had some phase 1 news come out. But I'm gonna try to hold on to this one. It's flushing. There we go. Dang, I wish you would have got to that level though. Could have added some more size, but let me see if I can learn about this merger a little bit. So 30 minutes ago, the news came out. Entered a definite all-stock merger, 200 million, pre-closing cash dividend of 14.5, 16.5 million reduces combined cash at closing. All-stock transaction will dilute existing ownership. Okay. So I'm just going to hang on to it, just see if it flushes a little bit here, I guess. What is my AZI position doing? It's slowly fading, but yeah, this one's been kind of brutal. I'm gonna pull them both up right here. I'm gonna trim 1,000 shares on VYNE here, but I'm holding on to these last couple thousand. Oh, I'm in 3 tickers. I forgot I was in UDMY. So oh, it ended up spiking up, and I ended up getting that 695 fill. So I'm up about 150 on this one. Nothing crazy, but I forgot about that one. Glad that thing wasn't ripping. I just closed my UDMY because I don't feel like monitoring it, and I made a little bit on it. But anyways, I want to keep an eye on these two. Oh, there we go, AZI. They're both dropping. This might bounce on the 200, so I might trim 500 here. So I got out at 207. I see y'all saying MBRX. I'm focused on these right now. Oh, look at it, it's still falling. Yeah, let's go. AZI is dying. I bet MBRX is bailing me out. MBRX. Oh, wow. I missed that one. That's all right. Dang, I'm playing the wrong one. But that's all good. Where did it go to? Just curious. 680-ish. Oh, 660. Oh, it did the little, it came up to this congested area, then failed. Cool, cool. So I'm out of AZI. Did decent on that one. Nothing to write home about, but I'm glad I added the 2,000 shares up here, or 1,500, whatever it was. So I trimmed 1,000 of VYNE a little earlier, but I'm still holding on to, or yeah, I trimmed 1,000. So I'm still holding on to a couple thousand, see if it failed. I was really hoping it was going to try to fill this gap though. But once it started hesitating around 70, that's why I entered a position. I guess I don't need AZI on my computer anymore, or on the screen anymore. I don't plan on playing it anymore. Because I'll be wrapping up soon. It's after 8:30. So VYNE, I want to watch this one a little bit. Yeah, I entered the wrong one. MBRX. Hope some of y'all caught it. Any of y'all catch that flush? Glad you did not turn into another drug play. You got to bring up drug, bro. Yeah, 800 million market cap. I don't. Not too concerned it's going to turn into drug. And I was only in 500 shares. Like I was in like a 40K position with drug. So let me add some at 70 here, or I might just stop. So if it breaks a new high, I'm gonna stop out of these 2,000 and then see if it gets up to 85, and then that's where I'll add the size. Was it breaking new highs? Okay, yeah, so cool. I'm only down this position like $52 right now. So I'm not going to stop out yet, but if it holds over there, this 5 minute closes over that, I'm going to stop out and then re-add up here. But I might not have to. It might just fail here. So I'm grabbing some more locates. So depending on price action, that'll decide what I do. So if it breaks a new high and hold, I'm just going to stop out and then add it all when it gets back up here to 85. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I hope it makes it up there. Like, I want to get stopped out on this one because if it goes up here, I'm going to add quite a bit of size. But I don't want to stop out right now where the candle hasn't closed because it might fall back down. And it did. So yeah. Yeah, I'm back in my 3,000 shares, but again, I don't want to add a lot of size right here. If I'm adding size, it's got to be at a clear level, and this has some beautiful levels on the daily. So 85 to 90 cents, I will be adding heavy if it gets up there. I don't love that it's acquisition news, but it's a kind of rough company. 32 million float. Don't have to worry about it running against me too hard. Unfortunately, that means it might not flush super quick either, but overall offering risk medium, cash need medium. I bet MBRX made your morning, CJ. That looks like one of your plays for sure. Look at that. I'm over here focused on the wrong one. It takes 2 minutes to install TradeZero Pro. You should take the time and just do it. You're probably right, bro. But I also am a believer, don't fix what's not broken. So, wait, did I say that right? I think I did. Yeah. Now I will. I will at some point. Or I might not. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. You trade from your phone? Yeah. It's a disaster, bro. I can't even see the charts. I just see numbers. Just install TZ Pro and I will send you hotkey files. Bet. Let's do that. Bro, I'm going to be too good if I get on a desktop, though. Ain't going to be fair. Now, I don't know how I'm profitable the way I trade, to be honest. So let's get back to VYNE. If it holds over 75, I'm just going to stop because it's going to get to 85 if we're breaking new highs here. Yeah, I'm going to stop out. I'm only down about 112 bucks on it, so I'm going to stop out. Oh, I haven't did it yet because if this thing fails, I'm going to be upset. Dang, I hate I missed MBRX. Glad some of y'all killed it, though. So yeah, I'm still in it. Maybe this is because of the float, but it's not. So here's the thing. Y'all know I like the strong moves towards levels. Hence, like that, what was that one that we saw a little earlier that failed? If this grinds to this level, I'll still play it. But what I was hoping to see was just a strong move to 85, hesitate, and those usually are the ones that just dive. I never did stop out of this one. I'm basically back to break even now. So yeah, this one turned out to be a little more lame than I was expecting. So let's see what it does. I'm past my typical trading time. I like to stop around 8:30, 35, but Magnus book, you will be a beast trading on a proper platform. Now, I appreciate, bro. I know you're just looking out, so I'm joking back and forth. Nobody can believe it, Victor. It's kind of, I don't know. To be honest, like it makes me kind of proud that I'm capable of doing it, but I also realize, like, bro, just adjust and trade and. On the right platform, because it does get frustrating sometimes. When I pull up the ticker, I see the chart, but once I hit cover short locate, it removes the chart. So I have to remember where it was at on the chart, because all I see is the numbers. Like I see bid 71.9, ask 72.3. So when I'm placing my order, I can't really see what the chart's doing. And then it's kind of clunky too. And then if I want to slap the bid, but I want it to be a little under the bid, I gotta like manually adjust it. So it's not ideal, but it's all I know. Getting a little bit of flush here, so I'm back in the money on this one by, you know, just a couple dollars. Oh, well, let's just say break even on it. Unfortunately, with this float, it's a little bigger than I prefer. I don't know if I'm gonna get my flush, but I'm gonna hang out and play it for a little bit. Yeah, and some of y'all probably think, oh, there we go, getting a little flush here. Some of y'all probably think I'm BSing, but the Discord can attest. I'm constantly sending screenshots in the Discord. They get kind of like the exclusive side of it. Like they know I'm on the phone because all my screenshots, all my positions are, and nobody's questioning it, but I know it's probably like hard to believe, or like, why does this dude do this? Because I don't really know how to answer that. I used to travel a lot for work, so that's why I got into mobile. But now I'm sitting in front of a massive screen, a nice new computer. Might be time. Yeah, I'm jealous of y'all hitting MBRX. Oh my gosh, and it's yeah, I missed this one, that's for sure. AZI ended up flushing, so I was happy about catching that one, but MBRX, that was the play of the day. Good job. And y'all were blowing up my chat with it too. I was ignoring y'all. It's already in 3 plays though. Appreciate it, Neith. Well, it just goes back to what I was saying. Like, I try not to listen to the noise sometimes. There's a lot of things I do that I'm told not to do. I've been profitable for a couple years doing it this way, so I think it's enough data to say it's legit, but enough about that. I'm gonna get to pro. I joke about it, but that is like my top priority for 2026. January transition to trading a little on the pro. I'll probably keep doing mobile some, but anyways, back to ticker. So VYNE, I'm still in it, just hoping that it, you know, decides what it wants to do. It's kind of in no man's land right now. Don't want to cut, don't want to add. If it breaks a new high, I'll cut and then re-add at 85. If it flushes, obviously I'm gonna take profit and maybe ride some down, but right now it's kind of in no man's land. Don't worry about the noise. Just start using the phone to call orders into your broker. You know what's funny? Because y'all know I'm a fan of TradeZero, but I had one instance where I was in SBET. It was like the worst ticker to be into. And it popped, and I was in it before the PR came out. So it was a crazy pop. And I used to trade more size, way bigger size than I trade now. And I ended up losing quite a bit on this ticker, but I couldn't get out of the position. TradeZero mobile like freezed up and it wouldn't let you log in. And I literally had to call TradeZero and be like, can y'all close this position? It is like running against me. That was not comfortable. But I think that's only happened once in like 2 years. Yeah, this one might grind up because of the float. Let me see what happens. So if it starts holding above these levels, looking like it's going to keep grinding up, I'll just stop out. But as of right now, it's still kind of in this no man's land where I don't really know what I want to do with it. So I'll let the price action decide. But definitely pick the wrong one. MBRX was the play. I just saw this gap fill in that 200 because I like stacking resistance levels. So the reason I got so excited about this one is because I drew this line here and it could get up to here, but basically within this 5 cent range, we have two 200s and they're touching. We have this gap fill area, like this is what I dream of right here, of an entry adding size in like this 5 cent range, because it's going to struggle to break through this. I'm actually surprised it failed before it got here, or before it got there. Yeah, the 1 minute looks bullish. Yeah, I'm gonna stop out and I'm gonna be on here a little bit longer today because if it gets to 85 cents, I can't go without playing this one. Taking a little bit bigger loss than I should have on it, but that's all right. Locate prices went up a little bit, but that's okay too. Yeah, I don't like these slow grinds, but man, this is going to be a longer session than I wanted it to be. MPRX, another dump. Oh my gosh. That was the play. $2 and like 30-ish cent dump. Yeah, we're grinding up to that gap fill. I might have to take a bathroom break. Thing's moving slow. We missed it. Yeah, we did. But I'm happy to see a few of y'all caught it though. I feel like this is so appropriate for how the live stream went today. Even the play I'm excited about, I'm having to like, I'm just not used to like these slow grinds. I don't like them like this in pre-market. But again, when it gets to 85, I'm gonna slam it between 85 to 90. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think it will struggle at those levels. The only thing I don't like is it's highly unlikely I'm gonna just get like a super clean, massive red death candle. I might, but it might be slow because of this float. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I'm gonna keep an eye on it on my phone. All right, so 9 o'clock's around the corner. There'll be some more PRs coming out. I don't love these PRs. Statistically, I don't do as well with these. So it has to be like a really nice setup for me to be interested, but I'll keep an eye on it. So MBRX was phase 1 news. That makes sense why it flushes. Phase 1 almost always flushes. Phase 2, phase 3, kind of hit or miss. Sometimes I do. Phase 3 will run sometimes, but I didn't realize it was phase 1. So 4 a.m. the low. See, I don't even I don't short at 4 a.m. anymore. I used to do it quite a bit actually. So I don't even know. So the locate fees are insane now. Market open, it makes sense because like a lot of the people that trade pre-market already grabbed a lot of the locates, but 4 a.m. that's weird. Should have just took a long on this thing. I knew where it was headed. I don't know why I didn't. Well, I know why I did, because I'm a short seller. And I want it to go down, but let's see if it grinds up. Dang, that's crazy, candles. It's unfortunate. Bro, this one's brutal. I thought it might be a slow grind, but this is not the play I thought it was going to be, unfortunately. So 9 o'clock PRs are coming out. IVF might pop. Let's see. There's a bunch of them. I just picked a random one, but that one looked like it might, yeah. See if it gets volume. Y'all see anything else, let me know. I probably shouldn't even be trading this time, but if I do, I'm going to be a lot smaller. There's a bunch of news that came out. Wonder if we get a little bit of money rotation. It usually doesn't happen as well with these bigger floats, but let's see. If it gets back to VWAP, I might take a long, ride it up to 85. Stop out if it closes under VWAP. I think it's going to go back up there. I don't know if I'm going to do it though. IVF was a good play too. Yeah, it just scared me a little bit because it wasn't very much liquidity. But yeah, I wish I would have jumped in. I'm picking all the wrong ones today. But if VYNE gets back to VWAP, I might just, I don't know, kind of forcing things. I'm gonna be honest, since I didn't have much to trade today. But I picked up me a little just there, so I'm in it now. 3,000 shares. Average is 73.8 cents, 73.8. If it gets below VWAP and closes, I'll just stop out. And I'm gonna add a little bit more if it gets closer to VWAP. So I'll add another couple thousand at like 72. I wanna see if it just grinds up. Wrong picks today, Justin. Yeah, for sure. I bet it happens. All good. All good. But yeah, my P&L is not super impressive today, that's for sure. See you, Alexandru. So the only position I'm in is the VYNE. And I'm in it long. See if I can ride it up to at least 80, 85 cents. If it drops under VWAP, I'm going to just dip. Cut it and call it a day. Very weak pre-market. I'm only up 597 on the morning, which is a little disappointing. ISPO. It's pushing. What is the news with this one? ISPO. Oh, it's pushing hard. Let me do some research on this one. ISPO. It has a decent float though, so I might try it. Ah, I'm a little, let's see. Oh, now VYNE's ripping up. So ISPO. Is that right? 5 million? You're not trading like a 5 million float. It's trading more sporadic. So that took me a little stab. 370s. And I got another order waiting at 4 or 395. Didn't really see any levels I love. And it looks like VYNE might start dropping here. So I want to see if it does. Let me get both of these pulled up. Man, it's such a weird trading day today. VYNE. So we're back at VWAP. I added a couple thousand shares here. And see if it holds. Then I got an order waiting at 395 for ISPO. I'm not seeing any new news. Why is anybody know why ISPO is moving? Got to be a reason. I mean, they don't. I guess there don't have to be a reason, but at this time of day, there's usually a reason. Does have big insider ownership. Like I was saying, I got in the 370s. So just basically at break even with it. But my next entry is 395 if it pushes there. Oh, is it acquisition news? I don't want to be in this. ISPO. Dang, it is. I didn't even see that. So if it breaks over 4, I'll probably just stop out. I played it small. I only entered because I wasn't too confident with it. So I'm only in 2,000 shares. And if we break over 4, I might just cut. Dang, not the best trading day, that's for sure. I still don't see the news, but I believe y'all because it's moving. It's got, I mean, it's moving like this for a reason. So it is struggling at 4. I'm tempted to add some more here, but I'm not going to because I'm already in 2,000 shares. So down about 195 on it right now. $200 basically. Need a dip. I shouldn't even be still on at 910. I'm usually done by now. But if I stop out of this one, I might just call it a day. Probably one of the worst pre-markets I've had in a while. If I stop out now, I'll be down about 200, $300. So I'll only be up like $200 on the day. But let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna trim out of at least 1,000 shares here since it's hanging out above here. Dang. All right, guys. Well, plays didn't really play out how I wanted to today, but that happens sometimes. So I'm going to probably just, I'm still in this one. The game plan's still the same. If it pushes up to 85, I'm gonna enter a decent sized short. I'm in a long right now to see if it pushes there, but I'm probably gonna wrap up. So on that note, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and hopefully we'll have a better market tomorrow. But see y'all next time.